Welcome back to the Social Playbook, where we break down the psychology behind the world's most influential figures. Today we're looking at Trevor Noah, one of the sharpest conversationalists in entertainment. Whether he's interviewing world leaders, handling hecklers, or delivering a monologue, Trevor has an almost supernatural ability to stay in control of any conversation.
I said, yeah, and he has a truck.
But how does he do it? The answer lies within his wit, storytelling, and ability to diffuse tension with humor. Let's break it down. Number 1, the power of tactical wit. The first thing people notice about Trevor Noah, his razor-sharp wit. But what makes it so effective is that it's not just about being funny, it's about being tactically funny. Humor isn't just entertainment, it's a tool of influence. Studies show that witty individuals are perceived as more intelligent, charismatic, and persuasive.
What do you call these ones? You know, can I get this one, but not spicy? Kill yourself!
But the way Trevor wields humor is key. He's not just cracking jokes, he's using them to redirect conversations, neutralize conflict, and maintain control. Here's how it works. When someone challenges him, whether it's an aggressive interviewer or a tough audience member, he doesn't meet them with resistance. Instead, he disarms them with humor, turning the tension into a shared joke. This triggers something called the benign violation theory, where humor diffuses discomfort by making something feel both surprising and safe at the same time. And by doing this, Trevor instantly changes the power dynamic. The person trying to control the conversation suddenly becomes part of his joke.
Trevor, dude, I don't know about you right now, but I'm starving.
And just like that, he's back in charge. But humor alone isn't enough. Trevor also knows how to hook people in with storytelling, making every conversation feel effortless and engaging. Number 2, storytelling mastery. Trevor Noah isn't just a comedian, he's a storyteller, and this is what separates him from most other public figures. While others rely on facts and arguments, Trevor paints pictures with his words, making every topic, no matter how complex, feel engaging and personal. Psychologically, storytelling activates multiple regions of the brain, making information more memorable and emotionally impactful. But Trevor takes this a step further. He doesn't just tell stories, he embeds lessons within them. Let's break it down. When discussing a political issue, Trevor won't just list statistics. Instead, he'll tell a personal anecdote, maybe something from his childhood in South Africa, that naturally leads into the point he wants to make. This accomplishes 2 things. First, it makes him relatable. Second, it removes resistance. Instead of feeling like they're being lectured, the audience feels like they're just hearing a great story, and by the time he gets to his point, they're already on his side. And this is the key. When you make people feel, you make them listen. This is why Trevor can discuss even the most divisive topics without alienating his audience. But here's where things get even more impressive. Trevor isn't just great at telling stories, he's also a master at controlling tension, knowing exactly when to lean into conflict and when to diffuse it. Number 3, diffusing tension. Most people either avoid confrontation or meet it head on. Trevor does something different. He redirects it. When an interview gets tense or an audience member gets aggressive, he doesn't escalate. Instead, he absorbs the tension, flips it with humor, and redirects the energy. This taps into something called the emotional reframing effect. When people are worked up, their emotions cloud their logic. But if you can get them to laugh, you short-circuit their emotional response and regain control of the conversation. For example, when someone confronts him with a hostile question, Trevor often responds with exaggerated agreement, making their point seem so extreme that it becomes ridiculous. This does 2 things. First, it prevents the conversation from becoming an argument, and second, it subtly exposes the flaw in the other person's logic without making them feel attacked. This is the secret. People resist being proven wrong, but they don't resist laughing. By making them laugh, Trevor gets them to drop their guard, which lets him control the conversation without them even realizing it. But humor and storytelling are just part of his arsenal. Trevor also has another key skill: his ability to stay unshakably composed in every situation. Number 4, the art of staying unshaken. Have you ever noticed how no matter what's thrown at him, Trevor never looks rattled? That's not just confidence, it's emotional control. And it's one of the biggest reasons why he always seems to be in charge of the conversation. When people see someone who stays calm under pressure, they instinctively perceive them as the leader in the room. This is because humans are wired to look for stability. When things get chaotic, they follow the person who remains steady. Trevor uses this to his advantage. He never rushes his words, never gets defensive, and never shows panic, even when he's being challenged. Instead, he pauses, smirks, and responds with calculated ease. This not only gives him time to think, but it also signals dominance, making the other person look like they're overreacting while he remains in control. And this is the key lesson. Composure creates authority. When you control your emotions, you control the room. But here's what really makes Trevor the next level conversationalist. He doesn't just dominate conversations, he also makes people want to listen to him. Let's talk about how he does that. Number 5, the likability factor. Trevor Noah doesn't just command attention, he makes people want to listen to him. And this comes down to one powerful principle. He makes people feel good about themselves. People like those who make them feel smart, included, and entertained. And Trevor blends all three perfectly. He validates his audience's intelligence by making complex ideas sound simple. He makes them feel included by sharing personal stories they can relate to, and most importantly, he makes them laugh, which creates a psychological bond between him and his listeners.
Ever. I got roasted. Everything I chose came with a scathing review.
And this is why his influence is so strong, because people don't just respect what he says, they enjoy listening to him. And when people enjoy listening to you, they naturally give you control of the conversation. Conclusion. Trevor Noah's ability to control every conversation isn't just about overpowering people. It's about redirecting energy. He blends wit, storytelling, emotional control, and likability to make every interaction feel effortless. He knows how to disarm conflict, draw people in, and make the most difficult conversations engaging. So what can we learn from him? If you want to take control of conversations, focus on tactical humor, powerful storytelling, emotional control, and making people enjoy the experience of listening to you.
The only thing white people love more than being flabbergasted is finding another white person to flabbergast with. Have you seen that?
Master these, and you'll never feel out of control in a conversation again. Thanks for watching the Social Playbook. If you found Trevor Noah's strategies insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let us know in the comments who you'd like us to break down next.